Johann Gottlieb Fichte's Philosophy of Consciousness by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Johann Gottlieb Fichte, 1762–1814, a prominent German philosopher, is known for his significant contributions to the development of German idealism and his philosophy of consciousness. Fichte's exploration of the nature of consciousness and its role in human existence has had a profound impact on the fields of philosophy, psychology, and cognitive science. To fully appreciate Fichte's philosophy of consciousness, it is essential to understand the historical and intellectual context in which it emerged. Fichte was a contemporary of other influential German idealist philosophers such as Immanuel Kant and Friedrich Schelling, and his work was deeply influenced by their ideas. Kant's critical philosophy, with its emphasis on the role of the mind in shaping human experience, provided a foundational framework for Fichte's exploration of consciousness. Additionally, Fichte's engagement with the cultural and intellectual currents of his time, including the Enlightenment and the Romantic movement, shaped his philosophical outlook and the questions he sought to address. At the core of Fichte's philosophy of consciousness is the concept of the self and its relationship to the not-self, or the external world. Fichte posited that the self is not a passive recipient of external stimuli, but an active self-determining agent that constructs its own reality through its consciousness. This radical reimagining of the self as the source of its own experience challenged traditional notions of perception and cognition, laying the groundwork for subsequent developments in phenomenology and existentialism. Building on the distinction between the self and the not-self, Fichte introduced the concepts of the I and the not-I to elucidate the dynamic interplay between consciousness and the external world. The I represents the self-conscious, self-positing aspect of the individual, while the not-I encompasses everything outside of the self, including the physical world and other selves. Fichte's dialectical approach to the relationship between the I and the not-I, as articulated in his Wissenschaftslehre, Doctrine of Science, has been a subject of extensive scholarly inquiry and debate. Central to Fichte's philosophy of consciousness is the notion of the absolute ego, which he identified as the ultimate ground of all reality. The absolute ego is the pure, undifferentiated consciousness that gives rise to the I and the not-I, and serves as the unifying principle of Fichte's system. Fichte's conception of the absolute ego as the foundation of all human experience has profound implications for our understanding of the nature of subjectivity and the structure of reality. According to Fichte, the absolute ego can also provide a channel to spiritual progress, as it represents the ultimate source of consciousness and self-awareness. Fichte's concept of the absolute ego encompasses the idea of a higher self or a transcendent consciousness that connects individuals to a universal spiritual reality. This spiritual dimension of Fichte's philosophy highlights the importance of self-reflection, self-realization, and the pursuit of higher truths beyond the material world. Both Fichte's absolute ego and Blavatsky Theosophy's Buddhi-Manas principle share a focus on the nature of consciousness and its role in perceiving and shaping reality. Both concepts emphasize the idea of a higher self or spiritual essence that transcends individual identity and connects individuals to a higher universal consciousness. Additionally, both Fichte's absolute ego and the Buddhi-Manas principle suggest that self-awareness and self-realization are essential for understanding the true nature of reality and achieving spiritual enlightenment. However, Fichte's philosophy does not posit a consciousness evolving through lifetimes. Fichte's philosophy of consciousness continues to be a source of inspiration and debate in contemporary philosophical and scientific discourse. Its emphasis on the active, constructive nature of consciousness resonates with developments in cognitive science and neuroscience, which have increasingly recognised the role of the mind in shaping perception and cognition. Furthermore, Fichte's exploration of the relationship between the self and the external world has informed interdisciplinary inquiries into the nature of embodiment, intersubjectivity, and the nature of reality. Overall, Johann Gottlieb Fichte's philosophy of consciousness stands as a testament to the enduring relevance of his ideas and their capacity to provoke thought and inquiry across diverse intellectual domains. As we continue to grapple with the nature of consciousness and its role in human existence, Fichte's insights offer a rich and fertile ground for further exploration and reflection.